Hey everyone, it's Mr. Wild194. I hope you're doing well today. I have another review for Q Hayashida's Die Dark series. This is Volume 4. Another really good read. One that I recommend quite a bit, just like I've recommended the previous 3 volumes of this really surprising series. I've started reading Volume 5. It's a good one so far, too. Anyway, Volume 4, another 200-page manga volume here, a comic, whatever you want to call this. Basically, each of these books are kind of becoming more and more standalone with a little tie here and there to drag them into the next book. There's about 6 chapters in here with another bonus story, and it's always really fun. Like I said, these are kind of sci-fi, fantasy, horror stuff, and I love it. I think it's great. It's just really fun adventure stuff if you like that kind of thing, especially for horror adventure. You don't really see that kind of thing very often, whether it be in American society, Western society, manga, comics. You don't really see that very often. So this is a big surprise of a series, and I've said that numerous times. I guess I'll go ahead and get into the plot of this volume. Basically, Photosphere, kind of the bad guys in the previous volume, sometimes that organization, get involved and in cahoots with this other group that are like kind of a cult called the Lighthead Order, led by this guy, I'm assuming it's a guy, that I am going to be honest with you, I fucking hate in this book. Not because of him being a bad guy or the way he's shown to be a bad guy. His name is Big Sparkles. And every time that he speaks, at the end of almost every single sentence that he speaks, or at least every paragraph that's written in a thought bubble or a regular vocabulary bubble in this book, he says the word sparkle. I wanted to open fire over this book. I hated that shit. I hate that character. I can't stand him. And he's supposed to be kind of like a snide bad guy. Like, he's supposed to be someone who's sneaky and evil, but seems peaceful on the outside. Very Antichrist in a weird way. Anyway, he's building some kind of person, some kind of villain that is the big bad of this entire volume. Most of this volume is not so much the adventure aspect as it kind of becomes a confrontation between this creation called Magma Raiden, who was kind of cool. Watching Magma Raiden have to fight our main characters, Zaha Senko, Avakian, Shimada Death, whatever, I can't get the name right, Demamaru, all of the crazy stuff that happens with those characters and the confrontation they eventually, after a few chapters, get into with this Magma Raiden character was absolutely awesome. And I'm going to be honest with you, there are moments in here involving Avakian that actually had me kind of upset. Just a little bit. Like, in the sense of, oh my god, is he hurt? Like, what's going to happen? I was very upset, quite a bit. Die Dark Volume 4, I don't really have much more to say about it. The art is beautiful, just like always, which I need to remember to show you guys more art in these reviews. Quite a few pages opening up are in color, but most of it, like most manga, is in black and white. Look at this art, man. Really great stuff. This is a great read. It had me emotionally involved, especially towards the end of it, with the worry about, like, different characters and what happened. Damamaru has some good moments in here that I really liked. Shimada Death always has great moments. I love that character. One of the best. And Zaha Senko has incredible moments that I just love that character. Probably my favorite out of the whole group, aside from Shimada Death. Not really sure which one I love more, but I do love both. This was a threat of a read. Compared to Volume 1, 2, and 3, that was more of just adventure and silliness and fun jokes and humor, and all of that stuff is in here too. But this is a more serious volume with the threat that is Magma Raiden, and I'm assuming in the future the Lighthead Order and Photosphere, if they keep teaming up the way they are. This stuff was great. I loved Die Dark Volume 4, I recommend it highly, and if I had to rate it on a 5-star basis, once again, I would easily give this a 5 out of 5 stars. What a great read, man, and like I said, Volume 5 is kicking off great so far, too. Really hope it maintains that. This series is such a great hidden modern gem that I never hear people talk about. It is a blast, dude. I recommend this highly if you haven't read it before. Anyway, Die Dark Volume 4 by Q Hayashida. Have you read this book? Have you read any of the series so far? I've reviewed all of the books. I recommend them highly in case you haven't checked them out before. They are magnificent if you're into this kind of thing. If you want something kind of meandering but really great and fun and some great cast to deal with, this is the series, man, for you. I'm telling you. Die Dark Volume 4, 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, what else can I tell you? Check it out. thank you all, guys. God bless you all. I'll catch you later in some reviews for the other volumes that are left for right now. I don't know if there's any more coming out or not. I hope there is, because this is really good. I think the new volume's coming out in like August, if I think I read that properly a couple of days ago. I can't remember. Anyway, thank you all. Catch into the series. I'm telling you, you're going to love it, especially if you love comics and manga and horror fantasy stuff. It's great. Thank you all. God bless you again, and goodbye.